Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled My Challenge to Klal Yisrael. It's a time during the coronavirus that everyone is thinking, what is going on? Why is God doing this? Well, obviously we don't have an answer. But when the crisis goes on, we all should be doing tshuva. It's a crisis for the whole world, and we're just part of that whole world. So therefore, it has nothing to do with Am Yisrael directly. We don't say that. First of all, we're being affected by it. We have to do tshuva, because maybe if we were on the highest levels, Hashem would have stopped it from coming here. And there's different midrashim and gemaras about things that happen around the world that it could be connected to the Jews. They're going to have a separate shir Mitzvah Hashem based on the pasuk in Sfanya on that very topic. But for now, when crisis happens, we do tshuva. We look into ourselves. Whether we hit on the real cause of why God's doing this, or we just end up doing tshuva, but it wasn't the bullseye why God did, it doesn't matter. That's our obligation to be involved in the process of tshuva. So I have a challenge for all of Klal Yisrael. Chazal told us 2,000 years ago the destruction was because of senat chinam, hatred. And you look at Klal Yisrael, we love each other. We're amazing. Open up the Shevesh phone book that the Pirchas Soloveitchik put together. Incredible job. And in the back, there's hundreds and hundreds of gemachim, of chesed, projects that people are involved in. Anything you could think of, it's there. A tablecloth gemach for simchas, a chair for a bris milah. Anything you could possibly think of, it's there. A drugs gemach, medicines gemach, where some people have in their houses the Shabbos and you don't have any access to a pharmacy. They have the drugs there. They have the meds there. It's endless. We do chesed for each other. We're amazing with chesed. So sinas chinam I don't think means we don't do chesed. So it is based, in my opinion, on the Netziv, where the Netziv in the introduction, the Bereshit says, the Sefer Yashar, straight. Hashem is straight. He will punish anyone who's not proper and straight. And an example of someone who's proper and who's not straight is a Talmid Chacham, a Tzaddik, Osik Batorah, but yet someone has a different approach than he does in Judaism. He has the same hashkaf and not the same das Torah. He relates to an apikoros. He's outside of the camp. We talk about sinas chinam every lashon, every Tisha B'Av. We have the sinas chinam and all the videos around the world. And 2,000 years we haven't gotten it right. So we're missing something. And I wonder if we're missing the Netziv of understanding and living and breathing the Netziv. And what does that mean? It means that you have another group, another rabbi, who has different hashkafa than you do. But he's well anchored in 13 principles of faith. But he has different ways of looking at things. So let's take some examples, and then I'll give examples. But how do you look at him? He's chutz lamachane. I wouldn't ever sit with him at the same dais. I wouldn't formally have my group and his group together, because we're different. He's chutz lamachane. He's outside the camp. So I'm a big Tzioni, and he's anti-Tzioni. We can't really sit together. I'm a big anti-Tzioni. I'm a Haredi. I'm a Samer. I can never sit together with Tzioni with to keep a sruga and a flag on his shul. I can't sit together with him. We can't have a public showing together. And in my schools and in my shuls, the only gedolim I'm going to have is my gedolim. I'm not going to have his gedolim up. In my yeshiva, I'm going to have a picture of Rav Kook, Rav Soloveitchik, Rav Lichtenstein. No way. Or my yeshiva that tells me I'm going to have a picture of the Satmar Rebbe. I won't sit with a Satmar Chassid. I'm certainly not going to have a picture of the Satmar Rebbe. And this one saying I'm not going to sit with Rav Kook. I'm not going to sit with his Talmid. I'm not going to have a picture of him either. What's the message here? Is that not the Netziv? Is that not the Netziv? So I very much hold by this idea. Our shul's a strong Dati Lomi shul. We have a flag on our roof. And yes, in our hallway we have pictures of all the gedolim. And the Satmar Rebbe is there, and Rav Kook is there, Rav Soloveitchik, Rav Lichtenstein, everyone is there. Sometimes people come, hey, how come this one? You're right, I'll go print it up. We'll put him up there. I can't get everyone up at one time. It's a growing wall, Baruch Hashem. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe is there. Was there any of them that violated any of the 13 principles of faith? You say, well, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, people thought he was Mashiach. That's a violation. That his people thought he was Mashiach. That's a violation of the 13 principles. I would say maybe I say he was great, the Rebbe, but that sounds not simple to say. Out of all the candidates, he was the greatest one. I don't know. So okay, you can say a mistake. And once he died, well, once someone dies, does that remove you from the candidacy of being the Mashiach? Good question. Good shaila. It's rejecting one of the 13 principles of faith. So once you have this criteria, 13 principles of faith, that's the anchor. and the person is a gadol in Torah, and he does chesed, he's involved in Klal Yisrael. It's this hashkafa, that hashkafa, that hashkafa. That does not remove. He's not chutz lamachaneh. That is what the Netziv was saying. So if he's not chutz lamachaneh, I may strongly disagree. Like what's behind me? A picture, not a picture, a flag from the state of Israel, which is the greatest bracha in 2,000 years, in my humble opinion. When the Satmar Rebbe, he would see that, he's like, ugh. He hated the creation of the state. It was evil, created by evil forces, the Sitra Acher. As much as I'm so crazy about it, he's so against it. Okay, he's still up on my wall. He was a gadol who had this idea of the state, which to me is just incomprehensible, but okay. Not if I should think with the Karim, a Talmud Chacham with the highest rating, Posek, Baal Chesed, helped everyone out. He's up on my wall. So my challenge to Klal Yisrael, 2 challenges. A, is for people who have this kind of yeshiva, that kind of yeshiva, that kind of shul, that kind of shul, or in your own home, and you identify with this world, with that world. Put up pictures in your home of rabbis from the other world. That's right. Put up pictures like that. And send a message to your shul, to your yeshiva, to your family, that's not my derech hachaim. Rav Lichtenstein, he was very involved, one of the pioneers, and has the yeshiva. That's not my approach. But he was a gadol b'Torah. And be confident enough that you're convinced that your son should go on a different path. Fine. Be confident he's going to go on that way with your chinuch. But you can't show a picture of someone else. Different path. We're so scared. To me, you want to go ahead and look at an area that we could do tshuva. That's an area that all of Klal Yisrael. And my challenge is that we could make a bit of a change in our headspace over here. And Lamaisa, do a few things. One, the pictures. Get the pictures of all the Gadolim out. Anyone could print up any picture of any Gadol these days. It's so easy. And 2, be prepared to sit with other groups. My challenge is, I have a few months for this. Gemara Shabbat, finishing in a few months, only up to Yud Aleph now. Got well over 100 pages, a few months ahead of us. My dream is that when we have a siyum in a few months from now, Daf Yomi, that we can have a siyum with members and rabbis from all different kinds of shuls together. From the Chabad shul, from Nachla Menucha, more yeshivish Israeli section, from Dati Lomi, Israeli yeshivish, American yeshivish, and have all of us together with the rabbis. And what's the message we're all sending? That my kids are going to live exactly like your kids' life? No. Message is that we all share the Yugim Karim. We're all anchored into our mitzvos. Our goal is Dveikus and Hashem through the mitzvahs Ben Adon Chaveiro, Ben Adon Lamakom. So Mietz Hashem, take me up on my challenge and put your money where your mouth is. Show some real achdus, the achdus that the Netziv spoke about, and show that you could get out of your little bubble of your Das Torah and be able to appreciate other paths within authentic Judaism as well. It's Hashem. Looking forward to seeing a lot of pictures hung up in shuls and yeshivas and homes. I'm looking forward to a great gathering at the Masechet Shabbos. See him in a few months from now. All different kinds of kippas and hats and dress. Mietz Hashem, b'mheira v'yameinu.